Hello everybody, it's Rob Outdoors out here today. I'm going to do you I'm out here in the hills of Kentucky, out here where they pipe sunshine in. I'm going to do you all a demonstration of a Ruger 1022, okay? I'm going to give you all my honest opinion of this gun. I've been hunting for over 40 years. I've used all kinds of guns. I was mainly a bolt action man. I love bolt actions. I had a Winchester one time that I should have kept. It was the shootingest gun I ever had in my life, single shot Winchester. And but I never had no luck with the automatics back then. I don't know if it was because of the shells or what it was, but I never did care much for an automatic. Well, I finally got my mind up again to get me a Ruger 1022. And my dad's had one for years. So I decided I wanted to get me one. Well, I looked around for one of the older ones. I wanted one that had the metal trigger assembly on it and the metal band and all that. Well, this one come with a wooden stock. And I took it off a few days after I got it, and I put this synthetic stock on here. And I got to thinking, if I'm out here and, just say, people going about these survival situations, if I was out in the wilderness, I wouldn't want a wooden stock on a gun. I'd rather have a synthetic, because it's going to rot. The wood's going to rot. And so far, this gun here, has been. I haven't got anything with it. I'm getting ready to do a little squirrel hunting, and I haven't got anything with it yet. But I'm just going to tell y'all some things about it that I like, and I haven't seen anything really about it that I don't like. It functions well. We'll start with the function part of it. It cycles really well. I was shooting some older shells that I had in it. I had some old Federals, and they were weak, and I had one or two that didn't go off. Well, I pulled them out. I took them out, dislodged them there, and there wasn't nothing wrong with the gun. There was a nice imprint. The striker did what it was supposed to do. And so I got me some new shells and some new Federals. I'm just shooting Federals, solid points in it. And I haven't had any problem with it since, okay? Now, something I have noticed about these here, if they jam up on you, you've got a lot more clearance in a Ruger 1022 right in here. You got a lot more clearance, okay? You can pop this rotary clip out. You got that great big hole there in the bottom of the gun. And you can take a shell out of it in just a few seconds. If it does give you a problem, you can dislodge it within a second or two. Now, I remember the Marlin Model 60 that I had. It'd take forever to get a shell out of it sometimes. You'd have to take a pocket knife and whittle it out of there. I don't like that. I want a gun that's going to unjam quick if I'm going to be out hunting or whatever I'm doing. And I want it to function well. Okay. A lot of people don't like this rotary clip, the way it's in there flush. A lot of them like that handle that comes out on there, that little release arm. I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know the scientific name of it, but I don't like it, whatever it is. I like it flush. If I'm out here walking through the woods, I don't want something hanging down under my gun that I'm liable to hang into and break off, or I'm liable to drop my clip out of there, release my clip, look around, my clip's gone. I've dropped it in the snow or in the mud and I can't find it, okay? I don't like that arm. I like the design that they come out with in the factory. And people go on about them not being able to get them out. I have no problem. I just reach right here like that. It falls right there in my hand, and I just put it back up in there, and I'm just ready to go. Now, how much faster would you want than that? Right there. Okay? But that is personal preferences, okay? Everybody's got their own opinion to what they like. But I wouldn't think there would be anything wrong with that, Okay, I'm going to show y'all something else about this gun, about this clip. I see a lot of people on there, they fighting these clips. I seen one old guy on there, and he had his shell out here like this, and he had it turned up like this, and was trying to stick it in a rotary clip. You can't do that. Keep it horizontal. The way it goes in there, put it in there like that. Don't turn it up here and try to stick it in there like that. Don't fight the magazine. Just take it right like that, and it slips right in. If you want to get it out, I mean, they're a little harder to get out, but you ain't gonna have to get them out unless whatever. I don't know what reason you would want to do that, but if you putting one in, just keep it flat and horizontal, and it goes right in. See there? Don't fight your clip. All right. I like that about it. It functions really well. It's easy to clean. They're accurate. They're light. They're pretty much everything back in here is pretty much waterproof. Maybe your innards, like your springs and things like that. But your receiver back here, it's all pretty much it's aluminum. Now, if I was going to be out here, what I'd like to do later on, I'd like to get me a stainless steel bull barrel to put on here. I think they come in like 12 inches or whatnot. I like to have one of those, and I'm just using a cheaper scope. I like to upgrade my scope maybe to a Nikon or something like that. Okay, if I was going to go in a survival situation, if the world ever turned upside down and we had to go into a backwoods survival situation, I would take the scope off. I would put my back sight back on, and I would keep my metal sights. I wouldn't have a scope. I'd have open sights with my brass bead on the end of it. That's just my opinion. The less you can have go wrong, the better off you are. Okay, and so sometimes less is better. But this gun, all in all, a Ruger 10/22, I'm giving you my honest opinion as an old country boy that's been out here hunting and fishing all of his life. I'm giving you my honest opinion of this gun, and I think they're a great design. They've been around, since '64. And like I say, this is an older one. And I hear a lot of people that's got the newer ones, they making the newer ones out of the polymer. I don't want a plastic gun. If you can get one, I would buy one. I'd watch around and I'd find me one and had the metal, the metal on it, the metal band, the metal trigger assembly. Okay, I want to get back to something else. This is something else I would do. Okay, if you was out in a survival situation, I would look around or get online and I would order me another trigger assembly. I would order me 2 or 3 rotary clips, and I would order the parts on the inside. I really don't know what they are, but there's a spring inside here, on your slide. I would order the parts that I needed, and if I got out in the wild and something did happen, if a man made it, it can break. Okay, if a man makes something, it can go bad. All right, I would have me in my survival pack. I would have me an extra trigger assembly, and I'd have the inner parts, some of the inner parts of this gun in my survival pack. And when I got out, if something went bad on this gun or whatnot, if the weather ruined something, I would change it out in the woods. It wouldn't take. You got like 2 or 3 pins in there, I think, that you push out, and I would just change it right in the woods. Okay, now that's what I would do. But like I say, this is the Ruger 10/22. It's an older one with a synthetic stock on it. I really don't know what year it is. I haven't run the number on it, but it's a beautiful little gun. I like it. My cousins, I got 2 cousins. They've got them out there. They squirrel hunt with them, and they do a really good job. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, we got a lot of old rough trees down here in this area where I'm at. We got some what they call just old rough trees, box elders and things. I'm going to pick me a spot out on one of them, and I'm going to show y'all how this gun functions. And there's nobody within miles of here. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Okay? The way I like it. All right, I'm gonna pick me a spot out over there on that tree, and I'm gonna shoot into it. Okay, it's about, I'm gonna say 15 yards away. You know, good squirrel distance from me, or a rabbit, whatever man needed to eat if he was out here in the wild and he had to have something to eat. You know, this would be a good distance for that. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this gun, and when I get done, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna show you where it hit. This is off-handed, okay. Ruger 1022. All right. It cycled everything in there. I think there was 11 shots of federal ammo, just the cheap bulk ammo that you buy. It cycled it. All right, I've shot another round of it already today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead while I'm here, and I'm gonna show you how I load these up, and I don't have a whole lot of problem. I got these shells in my hand here. Keep it horizontal. See there? One. I'm gonna get them over here in my hand where I can move a little better. There's 1, 2, 3. Drop one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna put you another one in. That makes 10. Okay. Now don't take your clip when you get it and turn it up like this and try to put a bullet in it. It ain't gonna go in there. Keep it horizontal. Horizontally. And you won't have to fight it. All right, now I'm gonna put it back in the gun. Goes right back in the gun like this. Slaps right back in there. Okay. Might see a squirrel, so pumping one in it. Okay, now you got a crossbow safety. You got the red, that's fire, and you got the safety. Okay. Always keep your safety on. If I'm out hunting, I got a bullet in my gun. Okay, now we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna show you all. Here's where we at, by the way. We're in the middle of nowhere. This is them old Kentucky hills, and I love them. As far as you can see, nothing but Kentucky hills. And it's a blessing to be able to be here. It really is. We're really blessed to be able to be in a country where we can do this kind of stuff. Be able to go and go, okay. All right, now here's all these shots I shot. I wasn't trying to do no match shooting, anything like that. But there's all those shots right there in that old box elder tree. If it falls down, I'll burn it, okay? There's all them shots. If that wouldn't get a squirrel or a rabbit, nothing would, okay? Now, that's the demonstration of a Ruger 1022. If you ain't got one, I advise you to get you one of them. They're great guns. You have a nice day.